Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the Sisiakium that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. It's almost 6 in the morning. Couldn't sleep, so I figured I'd use this time to be spiritual, you know. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's all good. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to speak on this subject matter. A lot of people are confused about this walk, this truth. You know, I'm talking to those that are sincerely walking and striving to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm talking to people that are actively doing this and people that are looking to do this. What do I mean looking to do this? You may have found out that you were a Hebrew Israelite a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, hell, maybe even a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. All right. Honestly, to anybody that's really under that 5-year mark, all right, this walk is not a cakewalk. This is not a trip to Disneyland. You know, this cakewalk, this walk of ours is a walk on crooked paths. I don't have my sword, and it's dark, so I'm not trying to deal with all that, but I'll quote them to the best of my ability. But the scriptures tell us that wisdom shall try you on crooked paths, man. That means you're not going to just travel down this perfectly paved road with no imperfections, no bumps, no holes, no, a crooked path you might be going on a path and you could be not sure where you're heading to, but you got to trust the path. It's not going to be this plain straight shot. All right. Now, I'm just speaking on this because, there's a spirit of which you could see Jake get tired. You could see men get tired, man. Men get tired. Men have a set schedule, calendar in their head of what should and shouldn't happen and how it should happen and when it should happen. And if this don't happen, then I'm going to do this and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, so that's one thing that you need to focus in on here. And I don't think a lot of people do. Scriptures say count the cost. Whether you have enough to finish, Luke 14, you got to count the cost. And the irony of it all is like myself right now, the apostles and elders of old, we're talking in the beginning of this thing, for a lot of us. They've never, and even until now, they never paint this as a cakewalk, as it's a, fun time and your life is just going to get easier and fun and better. Lord clearly told us in multiple places, Luke 14 again, I believe, you counting the cost. If you're not fit or able to, hate thy mother, thy father, thy brother, thy sister, and see, I'm glad that I'm saying that right now through the Spirit, because it's so easy to externally have hate for others. It's easy to be like, yeah, man, they ain't right. They ain't right. Fuck them. That's easy. Yeah, my brother ain't right. My sister ain't right. To hell with them. I'm cutting you off. But the one part which everybody loves to focus in on my page about the title of GMS I Hate My Life, which comes from that comes from the Bible. The Lord said he who hateth not his own life is not fit to be a disciple of mine. What does that mean? What does it mean to hate your own life? And if you don't, you're not fit to be a disciple of the Lord. Hating your life is understanding that when you come to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, it's not your life anymore. You know, your life was bought with a price, as the scriptures say. So part of this walk is actually you going against your life, sacrificing your life, right? And a lot of men specifically, they think that that's an easy feat to accomplish. It's not easy waking up and hating your life. And what does that mean, hating your life? Because see, a lot of people hate their life onto suicide, which a lot of Jake be having that and don't speak on. I saw a comment the other day from somebody on, I think, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar's video, asking the question, trying to get an answer to say that, you know, suicide is okay, because a lot of you're not strong enough to make this walk. A lot of you really should just go back to plantation Christianity. That's where you were. That's where you deserve to be at. That's what you thought this was just another denomination. A lot of you really should go to IUIC. You should go to Nate. They have fun. They have cookouts. They travel. They have weddings. You see? Those are all things of the flesh that people love. But that's why they're the closest thing to Christianity, because that's what our people love. Our people have itching ears. Even men amongst us in Great Millstone, having itching ears, want to be prophesied smooth things. You don't want to. The apostles never told us this was going to be an easy walk. They warned us. I think it was either Elder Yashawamba or Elder Ariella out of Texas on the Remnant Bar page just posted old clips of the apostles speaking about that, saying, man, your life is going to get harder. You're going to lose your woman. These are quotes of old, 10 plus year quotes. You're probably going to lose your woman. Your family going to turn their back on you. You're going to lose that job. It's going to get this, that, and the third. Ah, shit, that's just them. That's what every nigga has an attitude about. Niggas can't receive advice or information. A nigga can't. Because a nigga always looks at you from an element like an Edomite. Esau's the same way. These so-called white people are the same way. They don't ever believe it can happen to them. That just happened to you because you weren't smart enough to calculate your steps through this. So that's on you, my buddy. You know, I'm different. You know, I went to college. I'm tall. Whatever the fucking excuse is, man. Scriptures say, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. The fuck you think that temptation is? The main temptation that's trying to get you is to go back to the world, man. All right? Scriptures say through much sufferings. Scriptures say, all these scriptures are there, bearing your cross. But our people don't believe it could happen to them, and most important, that it should happen to them. You don't believe you should suffer. Most of our people don't. Mostly, like I say, you start to realize most Hebrew Israelites don't even believe that they're Hebrew Israelites. And I'm talking about in the self-proclaiming. I'm not talking about the 2/3. The 2/3 already are gone. I'm talking about those that go and have fringe, go and have garments made and come up with Hebrew names and so on and so forth. You know, this walk was never designed to be easy. That's what separates the men from the boys. That's why the scriptures speak about the simplicity of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. These aren't hard concepts. The hard part is accepting these as truths. Because the flesh wanted easy. Motherfucker, we went off. We are in our captivity unto this day. And like I say, man, I'm not superhuman. No, who the fuck enjoys hating their life? Think about these things. I get frustrated like the next man. We all are supposed to be in that spirit of the prophets of old. How long? How long, Lord? Like Apostle Gabar was doing the other day. I didn't get a chance to finish the lesson, but how long, Lord? That comes from a place of frustration and pain and agony. And you don't ask how, oh man, who has ever been in some pussy and asked, how long do I gotta stay in this good pussy? How long, man? Oh, nobody does that. When you in some good pussy, I'm just, whatever, man. When the pussy good, right? You be looking for any and every reason to extend it. That's why niggas out here be taking all these honey packs and Cialis and Viagra and all kind of shit. Cause it's good. The Lord keeps us in a perpetual state of yearning and complaining to him to come and get us the fuck out of here, man. That's the point. Don't you get it? The Lord hears our cries, but you got to have faith that he hears it. This is hell. Like I say, this message is mainly, I'm talking to myself first. I'm a young man myself, but I'm just speaking to very young men. You just woke up to this in the 2020s. If you woke up to this truth in 2019, 2020, 2021, up until now, this message is specifically for you. Because you ain't really hit no bottoms. You know what I mean? The bottom for your life ain't really fell through. You ain't really felt the agony and pain of this. Felt the true frustration that comes from being in this bullshit ass place. Micah 2:10. For this is not our rest. You don't even understand these concepts yet. You just happy you still in the zeal element of this walk. You're happy to know the honey part. Nobody falls out during the honey part. The honey is good. That's what I'm saying. Think about these things. Nobody ever told a person, I don't want no more honey, man. I don't want no more sweets. Imagine taking a child to a candy store and the child like, man, I'm sick. I'm not having fun. I'm sick of all this goddamn sweets and candies and cookies and shit. What the fuck? No. But take their ass to a bitter herb buffet. I don't like the bitters. It's just ill. See? What separates those that are called from those that are chosen is the chosen can deal with the bitter. A lot of niggas are called to this walk, but the bitter is what separates you. How much of that bitter can you handle, man? And I say this with all humility. That's why, but like Job got proved. Job said that, man, I think I roughly paraphrase that he drinks affliction like water. Lord ain't smite him behind that. That was him like, nah, I've been through this and I'm handling it through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. It's not fun. Not supposed to be. You're literally becoming conscious to being in hell. And then you got to sit in it. And then you got to endure it. And then you got to listen to the bullshit that comes out of these people's mouths day in and day out. And then your money gonna be fucked up. And then your health gonna be fucked up. You're gonna work on these things. You're gonna put time in these things. But you're in hell, so it'll never be fucking perfect. I don't give a fuck if you take every supplement Your body is still gonna break down because ain't no fucking supplement stronger than the goddamn toxins and poisons that this devil is putting in us. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a damn how much working out you do. It ain't gonna overtake the poisons that we're ingesting. We're doing it to help. And now you know this. That's why the scriptures speak about being in a house of mourning. You're in that we are in the house of mourning, but the body prefers to be in a house of mirth. You want to go to a funeral, or you want to go to a carnival. Nobody's choosing a funeral over a carnival. Fucking state county fair, all kind of food and rides and shit. Who's choosing a funeral over that? Nobody is in the flesh. But this walk is literally us choosing to be at a funeral than at a carnival. Because that's what makes the heart better. So again, I'm not gonna make this much longer. It's starting to rain, and I couldn't really sleep, but I just wanted to touch on this walk is about suffering, man. This walk is not about adding unnecessary sufferings to you. Don't add sufferings to you, but this walk's about you suffering, becoming better. That's what makes you stronger mentally. The sufferings. But it doesn't matter how many lessons a man does on this. Apostles Tahar and the elders they do these types of lessons all day, every day. These are called exhortations through the scriptures. But Jake don't care about that. Jake want pleasure. Jake want happiness all the time. I'm pissed off. Even right now, I'm not in a good fucking mood. I'm dealing with my own shit. Dealing with other issues and things. As the next man is. So this is not about me being special. But nevertheless, listen, I've been up for the last hour or so because I can't sleep. Dealing with my own issues. You think I'm just such a, like, this idea that, what do you think, we're all over here just fucking always happy-go-lucky? No. But that's part of it. Though thou art weak, thou art strong in Mashiach Yahushua. The Lord wants to see when you are at your weakest, what you gonna do? Who you gonna lean on? Who do you find your strength in? Do you find strength in yourself? Or are you gonna lean on Yahweh Shem Yahushua? That's the test, stupid. But whatever, man. I'm going to say this in closing, man. Confidence is contagious, and a lack of confidence is contagious. A beautiful elder, a beautiful elder gave me that quote years ago, probably almost 10 years ago, damn near at this point. Almost, So the Lord going to start removing a lot of y'all with a lack of faith away from us. Because that shit gets contagious. Don't nobody need that shit, man. Everybody here is dealing with pains, agonies, problems, lack thereof. But what you need around you is men with integrity and character and fortitude and strength, temperance, to tell you, hey, man, we in this together. Keep going. Kind, yes, sir. The water for that. Admonishment, strengthening me. Finding strength in another man's, hey, man, I always speak on certain elders in my camp, man. I look at they walk, and it strengthens me through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Like, yo, I seen what the Lord got you through. I lean on that, like, man, the Lord got him through that. I know the Lord will get me through this. That's what we're here together. This brotherhood, scriptures say a brother is born for adversity. So this brotherhood is basically set up for us as it's a brotherhood of dealing with adversity together. A brotherhood is men. Men are supposed to be there for adversity. Men are supposed to be there to deal with these things. Women are the ones that are feminine, a lack of faith. The scriptures say, oh, my voice is unto ye men. If you can't take the pain, you're not a man. And that's not me. And it don't matter how I feel about people. how close we may have been. We might have been together this whole walk, the whole time together, 10 plus years. So what? What Pusha say? Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to come home. Hey, you know that song Snitch? I'm using it as a reference, like, man, I'm sorry. If you weak out and bitch up this close to the end, that's on you, my boy. To whoever this is, I'm not talking to anybody specific. If you lose the strength to continue on in this thing, that's on you. I'm trying to go home, man. I ain't lost all this shit that I done lost and dealing with what I'm dealing with in the name of quitting at the last fucking second, man. So, like I say, man, to you brothers, and mainly to you brothers, man, you gonna deal with low points, man. A lot of them. It's gonna feel like shit is mounting on you. Like, fuck, problems on problems on problems on problems. Remember the curses. These curses shall overtake thee and consume thee. You got to remember that. So, man, to the sincere men and women, keep pushing, man. We almost home, man. I'm not putting no time on that. We closer to the end than we are to the beginning. So keep pushing, man. All right, 144. So with that, I'm going to close up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwarash. Shalom.